Hi there, I'm Brett Florence, Nikon and Evoto ambassador and photographic educator. I was commissioned by Nikon to shoot their Easter campaign content and teach a workshop at the same time. It was a great success. You can see the behind the scenes right now. And what I'm going to do is take you through my post-production workflow. I will show you just how quick and easily I get to the final images using Evoto AI retouching software. The brief from Nikon was clear. They wanted perfectly retouched images that didn't look retouched. Images that still felt natural, but with a refined, polished feel. The goal was to give the model's skin an almost eggshell texture while maintaining the sense of realism. To complement the theme, I asked a friend of mine, a graphic designer, Luke, to create some beautiful pastel egg shapes for the backdrop. I'm super happy with the results. Let me show you step by step how I do the retouching. Once I've opened Evoto, I'm going to create a new project, and this was the Nikon Easter shoot. And I'm going to import the images that I selected and moved into a folder onto my desktop. And essentially I have chosen 21 images from the shoot that I am going to retouch. This image over here is my hero shot, and I'm going to use that to do my retouching and then sync that setting across the board. The first thing that I'm going to do is have a look at the colors. In terms of the luminosity and the contrast, all of those kinds of things, I'm really happy with what I've got here. But I do like using some of the preset Evoto filters. I can just have a look through some of the images some of the filters, and then look at adjusting the amount of the effect. So if I look at the before and after, that works for me pretty well. In terms of the face retouching, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see exactly what is going on. And you can see that her makeup is gorgeous. However, we do need to work on a few blemishes to get this image print ready. The interface is really easy to work with. If you look at the different options that you have here, you really just need to go down the list and tweak everything the way you would like it. So I'm going to start off with freckles and acne, and it's as easy as that. Reduce face shine. You can see there's a bit of shine on her forehead and down her nose here. Yeah, that looks good to me. Dark circles, not too bad, but let's try and lift that. Eye bags as well, looking at that. She doesn't have glasses in this. She does have glasses in the last shot, but I want to keep the glare there. Lip wrinkles and flakes. You can see here that she does have some flakes on her lips, and we're just going to go right up to that. Double chin, obviously she doesn't have a double chin, but I like to use it just to define that jawline a little bit. Forehead wrinkles, nothing to worry about there. 11 lines, doesn't change much, so let's leave that. Eye wrinkles, a little bit more. Smile line, a little bit, perhaps. Then body blemishes. You can see over here that she has a few blemishes on her body, so let's get rid of those. No neck wrinkles at all, no stretch marks to worry about. So that was the blemish removal. Skin retouching. I don't want to go too big on the skin retouching. I don't want her to look plastic, but I do want to fix texture and get the skin looking a little bit more even. A little bit of frequency separation there. Yeah, that's looking good. The body skin, I don't have to worry about that now. The skin texture, we're going to decrease the glossiness and decrease the texture just a little bit. AI Unify Face Complexion. I'm quite happy with her complexion, but let's just see what that does. In fact, it's pretty cool. So let's leave it there at about 60%. And let's go down to facial reshape. This is really exciting. You can literally tilt her head up and down if you want to. It's amazing. So I'm going to just drop her chin just a little bit. And in terms of moving her head left to right, I don't really want to do that. I would prefer to fix the tilt a little bit, get her head a little bit straighter. Then in terms of the rest of her, I think she's got a beautiful bone structure and all of that, so I'm not worried too much about all of these elements over here, although they are absolutely fascinating. Facial expression, I do want to have a little gentle smile, almost that look as if she knows something I don't know. I don't have to worry about teeth over here. Eyes, let's brighten them up just a little bit. And I want to remove any red veins that were there. You can see that over here on the slider, that there are the red veins and red veins removed. Okay, so we're pretty much done. The hair, you can see over here, if I use this slider, then it fills in a little bit over there. I don't really need that too much. Volume, I'm not seeing the top of her hair, so I don't really worry that much there. Hairline, I can make her forehead bigger or smaller. I don't want to do that. Stray hair removals, yes. That's usually on the background. And then this really cool feature to smooth her hair. You can see how that works really nicely there. In terms of hands, her hands aren't in this image and her body isn't in this image either. So if I zoom out a little bit and show you the before and after. So obviously this is the after and that's the before. I've noticed on the pearls that there's a little bit of a shine that's missing on the pearls now. So what I could do when I go into the blemish removal, because I think that's what's affecting it, I can go into fine tune the area and I can just mask what I don't want to be affected. And that should make these pearls keep their original look. Perhaps on the earrings too, I'm not sure if that happened. Apologies for the airplane going over. And I can put that in as a mask. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. What I do now is at the bottom here, I select all the images. I sync them. And all the changes that I made to that particular image gets synced across all images literally within seconds. After, before, after. If I wanted to, I could go through and check all the images, but I really don't need to. And there it is. I can select all the images. So cool. Click export. And as you can see here, they are busy exporting to a folder on the desktop, and literally takes not even a minute for all of those images to be retouched absolutely perfectly. So here you can see the final images retouched literally within minutes and costing me as little as 6 cents per image. Pretty cool, right? Remember to use the promo code BRETT for a 15% discount on annual subscriptions and 20% off pay as you go. Check out evoto.ai.